start of the last quarter of the year. It's the first Monday of the last quarter of the year. Wow, that's absolutely crazy. Are you ready? Tell me, tell me you can see me. Let me know you can hear me and say hello and let me know, are you ready for the last quarter of the year? It's really weird this time of year because if we're not careful, we go, oh, it's near the end, and we take our foot off the pedal and we ease back. Yet there's still 25% left. And it's the biggest and best selling quarter of the year as well. It's the one, morning Joe, lovely to see you. It's the one where we know that if you sell things that are perfect for Christmas gifts, if you sell things that are Christmas decorations, anything Christmas, anything seasonal related like that, you can have the best quarter of the year. So it is not the time to take your foot off the gas at all. It's time to ramp it up and get going. Hi Anne, fantastic, you can hear and see me. That's brilliant, thank you for that. Hi Donna, not ready for anything. Well, we've got to make that change. Your bunting is an amazing thing for people to have at Christmas, and it's sustainable as well, so they can bring it out year after year and they can add to it, couldn't they? They could have first birthday, first Christmas, second Christmas, third Christmas, and have something different for each one. So come on, let's get excited. If you're not excited about Christmas, then your customers aren't going to be either. Can you see? I'm excited. It's almost like Christmas morning here. Morning, Rachel. Morning, Kirsty. Morning, Nat. Trying to be on it. You are on it, Nat. I've seen you. You're already on the case. It's fantastic. And you've got an early deadline, which brings me to one of the first things that you need to be aware of. It's 81 days till Christmas Day. That's it. Just 81 days. Doesn't sound a lot when you say it like that. And it's going to go by really, really quickly. And actually, you need to deduct your own deadlines off that because it's coming around an awful lot sooner than you think, which is why you need to be getting out there and doing your marketing now. It needs to start now. Even if you're doing Halloween, even if you're doing Black Friday, even if you're doing Small Business Saturday, merge all of these together. You're starting to seed the fact that your products, your services make a fantastic Christmas gift now. If you don't start to let your customers know, you might miss the time when they're writing those lists and they're thinking about what to get people. They might not have started their shopping yet, but it's already in the back of their mind. I promise you, it's already in the back of people's mind. As soon as the 1st of October hits, so many more people start thinking about Christmas. Some start on the 1st of September, some start on the 1st of October. For me, I'm more of a November shopper. But that's because it's my daughter's birthday on the 4th of November. So for me, it's get that out of the way and then it's all in on Christmas. But even I've started this year. Even I've already got a couple of Christmas presents in my pocket. Not literally, you know what I mean. So I know, Rachel, I'm excited. You can tell I'm excited. So I've got 3 tips for you. 3 really, really logical tips for you, but hopefully they'll get your brain thinking in the right direction. And the first one is that everything has to be convenient. It has to be as easy as possible for your customer to buy from you. If you haven't got things listed, if you haven't got your photos ready, if you haven't got your head in the right place that actually you're selling for Christmas, then it's not convenient for your customer. You have to make it convenient. So many people are used to jumping on and either Amazon, other big websites that just work. There's no thought, there's no worry. They know where to expect to see things. It's all convenient. They've learned how they all work. Your website, your online selling needs to be exactly the same. And if it's not the same process, you have to spell it out. You have to make it as simple as it possibly can be so people understand it. Don't assume that they know anything. If you assume that they know something, then they're just going to disappear because they won't. I can guarantee it. Spell it out, 1, 2, 3, the exact step that they need to take to buy from you, unless it really is just visit the website and then keep it that simple. Make it as convenient as possible. The next thing you've got to do is you've got to connect and communicate with your customer. They are not mind readers. And I know that sounds a really, really logical thing. I've already used that word today, but a really, really logical thing to say. But we tend to forget this when we know it's our own business because we know it so well. We understand things. We know how it works. We know how we want it to work, how we've designed it to work. That's great. It's your business. You make it run the way that you want to. I'm all about crafting a business that works for you, but you have to make sure that you are communicating that to your customers, your ideal customers, your niche, your audience, the people who really need what it is that you want to give them, to sell to them. Get my words out in a minute. I've only just started for the day. This is me jumping straight on. Look, my hair's still a bit damp. Forgive me for me losing a few words. The point is, you have to communicate with people. How do you communicate with people? You communicate with every single thing that you put out into the world, whether it's a social media post, whether it's an email, whether it's you talking as you're standing in a queue at a shop. That is you communicating with people. So make sure that you're not trying to feel guilty that you're talking about your products. Instead, you are just laying it out flat. This is what we do. This is how we do it. This is how you can grab yours. You don't have to apologize for anything. You don't have to make excuses. You don't have to go all airy fairy and go all the way around the trees to get to the point you want to make. Sometimes you simply have to put it all out there and say, look, everything I do makes a fantastic Christmas gift. If you want to know more, here's my website. Go and get it. Go and have a look and lay it out as simply as that. Don't overcomplicate. When you're communicating, sometimes you're putting stuff out that's for engagement, that's for getting people engaged with you. And other times it's because you are communicating, this is what I do, this is what you get from me, and this is how you get it from me. Morning, Sue. Lovely to see you as well. Okay, so you've got to make sure it's convenient. You've got to make sure that you connect and you communicate it. And the next one is you've got to convert. Again, all of this is about not making assumptions. Every single one of these steps is do not assume that your customer knows how to buy from you. Make sure you're giving them those links. If you're putting up a thing about a particular product, it's the first thing I had at mind. If you haven't got it, go grab it. I haven't got a link, so I'm completely proving my point to you right now about why this is what you don't do. Okay, so if you've got a product and you tell them about it, don't then not have a link to give them that they go, oh, I want that, but how do I get it? Because they're not going to go off looking. They're going to go, oh, okay, I won't bother then. As you're probably thinking right now, if you already haven't got a copy. I will pop a link out later. So yeah, make it as easy as possible. Make sure those call to actions actually link to this. Because if I just sent you to my website right now and just go, oh, it's over on handcraftedbusiness.com, you've got to hunt and find that. Again, you're not going to bother doing it. You're too busy. You have too much else going on. So make sure that when you're looking to convert, you really do put that step-by-step approach in place. This is what you need to do to go and get it. You can tell I'm not looking at making you get this today. It's not my number one priority, which is why I haven't got the link at hand and why it's not ready. But if you do want it, I can. I should, shouldn't I? I should be good and I should get the link. It is over on handcraftedbusiness.com. Let me grab the link. Otherwise, it is on the homepage. It is on the front page. Just drop down a bit because my priority right now is Christmas Ka-Ching. Because Christmas Ka-Ching does all this, not quite for you, but with you. It holds your hand. It gives you the step-by-step breakdown. There is a link in the post above about Christmas Ka-Ching. I'm really, really excited about it. It starts next Monday. Next Monday lunchtime, we'll have our first live session and kickstart everybody's marketing into action. And it's all about this. It's all about making everything convenient. It's all about connecting and communicating, and it's about converting so you can get your sales up where they need to be this year. Because we have 25% left of the year. If you can't get excited right now about your business, then your customers aren't going to either. So, Rachel, looking forward to it. Lots to do before then. I spotted that you've signed up, Rachel. I'm really, really excited. If you can't get excited about your products, how is anybody else going to as well? Now, don't get me wrong. I know that we all have doubts. I know that we all have worries. I know Christmas Ka-Ching is a brand new course. It's the beta version this year. It will tweak as I go along because I'm going to be learning from everybody else as much as I'm giving all the information as well. It is fantastic. It's set up. I know it's going to work, but I know it will need a little bit of tweaking along the way as well. You have to accept that. You have to know that you are doing your best at this moment in time. And if you're doing your best at this moment in time, then you get excited about it. Your products, your services, they're going to make somebody's Christmas. You're going to be putting a big smile on someone's face. You're going to be helping them go, oh, wow, that's amazing. Oh, That excitement is what you are selling this Christmas. You are selling somebody something that's going to help them show somebody else how much they love them, how much they care about them. That's where the gift giver's guide comes in. Are you selling a thoughtful gift? Are you selling a practical gift? Are you selling a generous gift? All of this comes into play when it comes to Christmas. Oh, and the emotional gift, I forgot to mention that one. You can just see from the images I've picked here that they're very, very different images. They were picked deliberately to represent each one. So, like the generous gift, wow, the thoughtful gift. It's the hug of like, oh my God, I love you. You're loved. What's Christmas Kaching? Christmas Kaching is not free, Sarah. Christmas Kaching is my paid for course. This is free. The digital version, the ultimate gift giver's guide for online sellers. That's free. The link is here somewhere. Christmas Kaching is my 6-week hand-holding marketing course where I basically wrap all your marketing up in a bow for you so you get to unwrap it and deliver it all. We go through everything from your targets to making sure you know what you're achieving, how much you can actually earn, through to your sales preparations. We get all of that done as well. And every day I give you daily marketing tasks to do. Might be a couple of marketing tasks some days, but they're always enough to make a difference without taking all day. And because you've got me and you've got the group and you have a Monday and Friday lunchtime live with me as well, you get the hand holding that you need to make sure you fully understand it and you're confident and you do it and you've got that accountability. It's a game changer. And we start on Monday, and that's next Monday. So we catch the bulk, and you will be able to carry on and rinse and repeating through the rest of November if you still have time before your deadlines as well. It's really, really exciting. There should be there should be a link in the post at the top to this video, if I did that properly. My daughter's gone back to school this week after 10 days isolation with COVID, so it's all kind of a little bit crazy here. There, Sarah, are you on YouTube? If you're watching on YouTube, I will pop a link up afterwards. So watch out. I don't know if the link works to YouTube. It might do. Oh, it has. I think it has. You've got it. Have a look. There is, for anybody who's considering, there is a considerable discount for club members. That's my membership members. So if you wanted to, you could come and join the club for a month, still make a saving and do the course and make a saving and get a full month in the club as well. And if you like it, you can stay. And if it's not for you, that's absolutely fine. Oh, throw me now. I wasn't talking about Kaching that much. Well, obviously, I was going to, but not that much. Not at that point. Donna worked out some numbers, decided not to do an event, so going to use those funds to join the Xmas Thing and treat it as an Xmas online event. I love that, Donna. And not just because you're joining, but because you're seeing it as 6 weeks of an online event. And that's exactly what this is, or what it's going to be. To be fair, you might not be exactly 6 weeks. Your first few days are going to be getting ready and sorting yourself out and getting in place. But it's going to be a good 5.5 weeks of an online event. And you can carry it on because everything you learn, you can rinse and repeat. And actually, some of the daily tasks that I'm doing, you literally could come back to the beginning and I'm going to do that one again, that one again, that one again, and that one again, and you're going to get more juice out of it. I went with 6 weeks because I think it's a nice amount of time for me to keep your attention and to keep you going for. And I've tried to judge it at the point of we've got enough time to keep before the majority of customers are looking and buying, so we can get everything in place that needs to be done. And then we are full in on sales mode, conversion mode. Hi, Debs. Don't worry, you're a bit late. So let me recap the 3 things I want to make sure everybody does and gets right now is 1, making sure everything's convenient. It's easy for your customers to buy. You know how you want them to buy. If you've got your website and you've got Etsy and you've got other marketplaces going on and all of this stuff, you know that you've picked which one you're going to keep guiding them to. Okay? You're not confusing them. Because I know, well, here's the daft example. The example is I can remember being quite young and looking at what felt like a massive wall of chocolate at the time. Because if I was little, it looked absolutely huge. And going, I want chocolate. And I've got my 20p or whatever it was at the time, going, I don't know which chocolate bar to buy. I'm confused. I want that one and 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 that one. And a confused customer never ever buys. And that's what happened to me. And I actually remember coming out of the shop going, I don't know what to have. And it was really sad because I am a complete chocolate fanatic. Anybody who knows me will not believe that story because I can, oh, you give me chocolate and that's the problem. I wanted it all and I couldn't have it all. So make sure your customer is not confused. Make sure it's as convenient as it possibly can be for your customers to buy. It's easy, it's logical. And if it's not logical, if it's slightly different to the norm, that you spell it out as clearly as you possibly can every single time. No assumptions through this Christmas period. That's the rule. Zero assumptions. Assume that everybody you speak to knows absolutely nothing about your business and that you're able to give it a really succinct version of this is how we work. And if they need more details, you can then pick that up and you can go into more details, but you've got a succinct way of explaining how you work. Number 2 is that you're going to work out how you're going to connect and communicate with your customers. Connect is the engagement. It's the fun stuff. It's the questions. It's the funnies. It's the emotional. It's the it's the emotional stuff. That's the real stuff that's going to get people engaged. So anything from the entertaining and the emotional is all about the connection. And then you want to communicate as well, which is communicating how they can buy from you. This is how we work. These are my deadlines. This is what you've got to do. This is the availability we've got. You have to be clear on that. And number 3 is all about the conversion, which is making it easy for them. You see, it's all interlinked. It's all kind of a big loop, really, that you are then making it as easy as possible for them to buy, to find out more, and to ask questions. Debs, you lost you. Sorry, must be my end. Oh, hopefully. I don't mean that personally, but hopefully it was your end and not this end. But it is all about the convenience, connecting and communicating and converting. Okay, that's what you've got to do. You might have to watch it back from the beginning, Debs, because I've already covered all of this. So that is what this season is all about. Zero assumptions. Do not assume. You have to get really clear about your business, how you sell it, where people can buy from you, and what it is you do for your customers, which is where this one comes into play if you haven't already got that. If you're still completely bamboozled, if you're still completely and utterly overwhelmed, take a look at Christmas Ka-Ching. Christmas Ka-Ching, it's literally laid out for you on a day-to-day basis. I go, do this today, do this today, do this today, do this today, do this today. But not only that, you also get it's a Google Sheet workbook that will be a PDF version as well. I personally am recommending the Google Sheet version. You just need a Google account. It's free and you can fill it in. It's a spreadsheet, yes, but it does all the stuff for you. You literally are writing in the boxes, so it organizes the information. And in there, you can work out how much profit you're going to make between now and Christmas. So you'll get your targets in place to get really clear about what you are able to earn realistically. So you know, these are my limitations. This is my box. This is the maximum I can do without burning myself out and having a completely crazy time. You are also going to get a little bit of mindset work in there because I know that mindset is really, really important. You're also going to get your marketing map. So you work out, everybody on the course is going to be doing something slightly different. Yes, there's a core piece of information, which is the same for everybody. You're going to be guided in the same way, but the platforms you use, the tactics you use, that's yours. That's your unique marketing map. And we work through that at the beginning as well. I'm trying to play through what else is in there. Oh, you get the prompts, you get all sorts. You get so much stuff. It's untrue. So have a look. The sales page doesn't really cover everything. So if you have got any questions, please do not hesitate to get in touch with me. Yeah, it's exciting. And if there's something you need and you join this because it is the beta version, if there's something you feel like you're not quite getting or it's not quite working for you, we'll be picking that up because we have Monday and Friday lunchtime lives, and I will be guiding and adding things in if they are needed. It's a absolute bargain price at the moment because it's the beta version. Club members do get an additional discount off as well. You're welcome to come and join the club to get the discount because the discount is worth more than the month membership. No obligation to stay at all. Yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait to see the results that are going to come from this. If you know that you need to make Christmas sales and marketing freaks you out, if you hate marketing, if it's your nemesis and you go, I'd have a great Christmas if it wasn't for marketing. This is for you. This is for you completely. Yeah, that's it. That's all I want to tell you about it. Have you got any questions about Christmas marketing? It doesn't have to be ka-ching. It can be your Christmas marketing. I'm here. You can have me for another 10 minutes. And then I need to disappear and get some stuff done. So if anybody has any questions at all, please just ask. Basically, you have to get clear about what it is that you want to sell. You need to know why your products make the best Christmas gifts that somebody could have, but for the right person. So there's no point. I'm trying to think of an example. I don't know. Calculator is on my desk. There's no point to try to sell a calculator as the best gift for somebody who absolutely hates maths or is a baby who has no use for a calculator. You have to pitch it right. You have to get it to the right level, to the right person, and know who it's the best gift for. So make sure you really, really understand that. That was not the best example, but you know me. I like having something tangible to hold up and display. And I could have done pens, but I've done pens to death. So, has anybody got any questions? I've got to scroll down. Oh no, it was just Deb's for some reason. Yours, oops, my insoles has only just come through. Or has come through again. So, does anybody have any questions? Come on, we are going into the last quarter of the year, which, as I said at the very beginning, often means we kind of start to slow down because it's winter and the dark nights come in and we're getting close to the end and it's not far till Christmas and we're busy and there's so much else to do. But actually, 25% of the year is left. That's a whole quarter. So if you've got a glass, you wouldn't walk away and leave that amount left in your glass before drinking it. We have to make the most of the last quarter of the year. Debs, I bounced too much. I was thinking of popping Christmas scents on Made Me and working on the website when I can. Is this a bad idea? If your Christmas scents are ready to go, then get them listed. If they're not listed, nobody can buy them. Truly, I am waving the pen around. So you go, we love pens, Kirsty. The pens will come into play. If they're not available for people to buy, nobody can buy them. But if you're putting them on Made Me, zero personal comments on this, but Made Me, as far as I'm aware, does not have the amount of traffic on there that will get you any sales from you putting it up on its own. You need to get the marketing right. You need to be telling people to go and shop there. So yes, use it. If it's the quickest way to get them up and for sale and you're happy to use that platform and you're confident that your customers would trust the platform to buy from it, then that is, if that's your fastest option right now, fast is good for getting the listings up. Working on the website, then I would keep on working on it, but I wouldn't confuse people. I would only stick with that one place that you're directing people to right now. Get the website up and running ready for January. Don't do a flip in the middle. But yeah, if you're happy with Made Me as a platform, but you've got to do the marketing. Something like Etsy, they have the massive amount of traffic. They have the big competition on there as well. So your chances are lower because of the competition, but higher because they have a far bigger footfall. They have far higher big visitor numbers. So people have got a higher chance of searching and then you coming up if you can get your SEO and your search terms right. So it is a balancing game. Only you can make that decision. But yeah, if you're going to do the marketing, then yeah, go for it. The quickest platform to get something up for sale. My first point being convenient, that people can buy from you. If you're busy, forgive the word faffing, but if you're faffing over your website, if it's something that drains you, that takes a long time, that you kind of and you delay and you procrastinate, if you're not careful, a month will have gone and you'll have missed a month. If you can throw things up quickly onto Made Me, so it's good enough, and then you get on with your website, you've got something to sell. So yeah, go for it. You've put wonderful, thank you. Right, Donna, marketing for physical events. Donna, did you not just tell me that you weren't doing physical events in the run-up to Christmas? Or are you asking if that's in ka-ching? I'm more than happy to talk about marketing for physical events. I just don't want to send you down a rabbit hole. If you're focusing on online, then focus on online. Don't mess your head up. Don't get confused. I still have some like Peterborough. Okay, fab. So there are still some. So are you asking me again about Kaching if it's in there? Because there will be a little bit. It's not the main focus, but there will be a little bit to cover the fact if anybody has events going on. But as for marketing for physical events, again, you've got to communicate and tell people. So you've just got to be out there. You've just got to be clear. Sorry, I was trying to think of something. I was going to talk about emails, and I have a feeling that's probably not the best one for you. Collect emails while you're at the event. That really is something you need to do, and get people into an email system and tag them so you know that you met them at the Peterborough event, so that when the next time you're there, you can tell them that you're there. Emails are by far the best place to get back in front of people. But when it comes to online, Rachel, thank you for the inspiration. Gotta go. Enjoy the rest of your day. Yeah, I'll be disappearing in a minute as well. Have a fantastic rest of your day and a fantastic rest of your week. And I can't wait to see you next Monday, Rachel. Yeah, you've just got to be clear. You've got to get excited by the event. You've got to do the tease and the warm up. You've got to talk about getting ready for it. You've got to talk about here we are, here we go. Bring people on the journey with you. Do not put one post up and think that's it, because the right people won't see it. People won't interact with it. You just start the journey, start the story. So as soon as you're getting ready for it, talk about it. Talk about what you're thinking of taking. Ask people what they would like to see. Ask questions. Ask them who's close enough. Ask people who are going to Christmas events this year. But remember, 44% at least of Christmas gift sales are online. Kirsty, great to know. Thank you for all the tips. My absolute pleasure, Kirsty. Nat, you put, will Christmas Kaching give us a process for marketing after Christmas too, like a way to set out and think about planning or marketing or something? It's not specifically designed to do that, but I think it probably will. I'm kind of being vague here because I'm selling it specifically as this is how to sell over Christmas, and it's 6 weeks of let's sell. If you want to rinse and repeat it, you probably can, but you'd have to adapt to the Christmas type of content. But actually, as a process, yeah, the process is there. Now, I hope so. You're the gift that keeps giving. Yeah. I'm not. There's no way. I'm only answering it because you've asked a direct question. There's no way I'm selling it as that in any way, shape, or form. But as long as the day-to-day tips, you would completely have to adapt. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. How much is it, please? Sarah, it's 129 for non-club members. It's £79 for club members. There's a £50 discount for club members, and a club membership costs £34 a month. So there's a saving if you are not a club member and you join first just to get it. So yeah, does that help? I hope that helps. I'm really, really excited by it. And club members, the discount code has been posted in the club Facebook group. I'll send an email out about it. I should do that. I should send that out. I will send that out today for club members. If you're on the club, I might do as a notification for the app. There is one thing that's massively different between Christmas Kitchen and the club. None of it, it's all going to happen pretty much in the Facebook group and over email and on the Google spreadsheet. There's no online thing on your phone. Oh, my brain has just switched off. Can you tell? How thing on your phone, technical term that was, app on your phone. It won't be any part of it is on there. But it is the workbook alone, even if you just work through it on your own, it's a phenomenal workbook. It's just step by step through. And that you can copy and use over and over and over again now. I shouldn't tell you that. Okay, so anybody got any questions? Let me know. Very, very quickly. If not, I am going to go and disappear. I'm just looking at the Kaching sales page. The reason it's called Christmas Ka-ching is because I'm saying it's the happy dance sound of your cash register pinging because you're about to make someone's Christmas really special. So, no, there are no payment plans at the moment, Sarah. If it's something that you want to do and you want to contact me individually, please do. I haven't actually set that up at all, but I could look into it if needed. Donna, how can I collect emails in compliance with GDPR? As long as you tell people what you are using them for, you can collect emails face to face. It's just about being transparent and making sure that you then log where you've collected them from. I don't know who this is. I've just got to say, I like the comment. I'm aiming to get Xmas ready this week as usual. Got me very motivated. Thank you. Yay, I'm pleased. I just wish I knew who you were. So yeah, Donna, all you have to do is ask people. If you'd like to have if you've got an email address and I have an email list, I'll send you out when you can next see me in Peterborough, and I'll also have links to my online shops. I send emails out once a month, or when I've got something interesting to say, whatever it is, just a really nice little sentence that encourages people to give you their email list, their email address for you to put on your list. But when you log them, when you add them, make sure if you're using MailChimp or if you're using MailerLite that you tag them. Fabs. Thank you, Sue. Thank you for confirming that. So make sure that when you add them to your list, you know they've come from Peterborough. So you can put them in a group, you can put them in a segment, you can tag them. There's various different ways that you can do it, but make sure you know where they've come from, because that's the crucial piece of information that you absolutely need. But as long as you are asking and saying what you're going to do with it, you're absolutely fine. The easiest way, the best way to encourage people is to give them a chance to enter to win a giveaway. And again, as long as you say, give me your email address, you'll be entered to win this draw and also added to my email list. And I'll make sure that I'm sending you information about any latest offers, any new products, and when you can come and find me in Peterborough again. Because if you've tagged them, so you know they've come from Peterborough, you can send an email out just to those people again in the future. Kirsty, refunding sales of items, it's a worry for me. Is it a small factor? I think it's a small factor, because if you get your targeting right, if you get your marketing spot on, hopefully you're only talking to the right people who actually want to buy your products and who aren't going to be the ones who ask for refunds. As far as refunds are concerned, in the UK, I have to stress it's the UK because I'm not 100% sure where you are, Kirsty. In the UK, you do, unless it is completely made to order and a bespoke product, you do have to give them a 14-day return warranty. Not warranty, but you know what I mean. Time scale. Right. Okay. So not in the UK. So it depends what your regulations are. Couldn't find the word regulations. Please forgive me. I am perimenopausal. I've just started HRT. Sometimes it's taking my brain a little bit longer than it should do to find the right words. I do get there, but it depends on the regulations in your country for you. But yeah, if we get the targeting right and you've got the right people buying, they're not going to want a refund because they're buying the right product they want. They're really, really excited. So yeah, you need to know your regulations in your country and so where you're selling to. But if you get your pricing, this is not about pricing low and getting out there and selling lots. This is not that. This is about having a pricing that reflects the quality and value of your work. So you've got people who care, who are buying in the first place. And you're being genuine with your marketing. If anybody have got this, you're being genuine, you're being open, you're being obvious, and you're constantly developing what it is that you're doing. So let me show you the good page so you kind of have a clue what I'm talking about. So you're attracting the right people. Deb, you put welcome to the Menopause Club. We were about to say, what was I saying? Oh, I'm fed up with it. That was the final straw when it got that bad. That bit was the worst bit that got me started the HRT. 1 week. 1 week down. So hopefully we'll start to see some improvement soon with the brain kicking in. Hopefully very, very soon. It's just those odd words. I just have to have notes everywhere. There's just so there's coping mechanisms going on. There's all sorts. But anyway, enough of that. Let's get back. We are into it. Started. The last quarter of the year is here. And I know if I say 81 days till Christmas Day, that actually go, oh yeah, that seems ages away. It will fly by. It always does. I can guarantee you that by mid in November, the amount of people that normally say to me, oh my God, it's nearly Christmas. Am I too late? Am I too late to do something? And reality is you are starting to be too late if you want to make the most of it. You won't be too late to make some sales, but you will be too late to make the most. So this is about me kicking you into action so you start now. If you haven't already, and I know many have, but if you haven't already, get started now, today. If you want to make the most of Christmas, today. Whatever you can do, get those listings up, make sure it's easy to buy from you, get everything ready to get out there and start talking Christmas. Yes, I know that if you're doing Halloween, you'll be merging that in. That's fine, but you can't wait till after Halloween to start. John Lewis launched their Christmas shop this year on the 1st of September. There's a reason that the shops and the supermarkets start filling up this early. It's to get you thinking, it's to get the audience thinking and associating with, oh, I'm going to come back and buy that from here. So start getting your audience thinking about you and Christmas and putting those two things together in their head now. Just start. Okay, that's it. If you're interested and you need any more help with your Christmas marketing, I will be back here next week for the next weekly wake up call. It wakes me up as well. It's really good. I'm quite liking this. Yeah, we're going to have to keep this going. Keep on top of me. Make sure we keep this going because I'm enjoying these. And if you need help with your Christmas marketing, if the whole thing is just kind of freaking you out, if you're going, I don't know where to start, I don't know what to do, I kind of get it, but then it doesn't make any sense when I get in front of a computer or when I stop to do it, my mind goes blank. Take a look at Christmas Kaching. You're going to see me talking about a lot over it for the next week because next Monday we start. We can't leave it any longer. That's it. We start. And when I say 6 weeks, anybody who knows me knows you're probably going to get at least another couple of weeks from me as well. Maybe not as full on, but you'll get an extra couple of weeks support from me as well because it's my job here now to make sure that you make the most of Christmas. And the rest of this year, the last 25% of the year, we've got to go. If you want to make your numbers good for this year, now's the time. That's it. I shall speak to you all very, very soon. Bye-bye.